During this week, we were working on source management, and actually on the source management UI. We continue to make better our grid, which is responsible for creation and updating sources. And also we have such entity as a source career link. And during this week, we added an assign new careers using the admin UI, and also if it's needed to remove existing careers. So that was part of the UI we've changed. Also during this week, we were working on a source selection algorithm, and we had several ideas how can we inject the algorithm and how can we improve the current logic and make it compatible with the multi-shipping we have now. And also we were working on a source to sales channel assignment, which is also a one-to-many relation we need to support for the for our sources. So now make a short demo of how the look and feel of the source UI admin has been changed during this week, and what the changes were added and committed to the MSI branch. So Valeria, you are the host, and you can share your screen.
Hi. Last week I present you basic operation which we could make on the source management, like add, delete source. On this week, sorry. Now I will present you our update for current week. We added possibility to assign source carriers links, shipping methods to our source. We can add, remove. Also, we can use global configuration. Now is not implemented. Also we start to make a product assignment to source. This task has not yet finished. I think it will be present on the next demo. Something like that.
Okay. So that was all regarding the career link assignment to the sources. And now, as Valerie mentioned, we are working on assignment products to sources. So Eugene Tulika can share with his update regarding the source selection algorithm, and actually, like, what's the problem we are solving in this scope. Eugene, would you like me to make you a host? Would you like to share your screen?
Yeah, I can share my screen. So yeah, not too much to share. This is just work in progress and ideas, sketches. But I think this picture will allow us to talk about the problem. So introduction to the problem is that during the checkout process, once you have your quote and you have quote items, and quote items consist of the products and their quantities, you would need to decide from what sources this product should be shipped, because this will affect, first of all, on the shipping price calculation. Second, it will affect on the checkout sum, like total for the checkout for the cart, and also later it will affect the way how you actually ship the product, because depending on what sources was selected to fulfill the order, those sources might work in just with pre-selected carriers, and you would have limited choices on what carrier to use to fulfill the order. So all of that is a complex problem right now, because Magento checkout was not adjusted very well, does not work very well with any concept of sources. We have currently tight coupling between address and the shipping cost, because shipping cost calculated once per address. And yeah, so here is just a small picture about that. We have quote items, we have origin addresses, and we have destination addresses. This is eventual point where we'd like to get. And we would need somehow to have some entity in between which will kind of group all these entities together. The package, it's a work in progress name, maybe it will be called differently, but there will be some entity which has just one origin address and just one destination address, and it will have multiple quote items. And for the checkout, for the shipping price calculation, we will use the concept of package to calculate all the prices for the shipping. We will make this shipping rate requests to different carriers to understand how much will it cost to ship this particular package. And in this way, later during the checkout process, we will be able to make a sum of all package shipping costs to understand how much will it cost for a customer, how much will it cost for merchant. Also, this is just improvement to checkout in order to introduce a source selection interface. And source selection interface is actually the main business logic, which is able to split quote items to the multiple origin addresses. Quote items comes as input to source selection, and it will find appropriate sources for these quote items, and it will create a list of origin addresses which will later be used to compose the package. And we will have different implementations of this interface. It will be by priority, when we select sources just in priority order. Then we can select sources by minimal customer cost, like cost for customer, minimal price to ship this package to the customer actually, and all quote items to the customer. Same for the merchant, minimal price to ship to the merchant. And in general, it will be extendable, so any third-party provider can introduce own source selection interface, and it can work in various ways. For example, if you look at Shipper HQ, they have pre-calculated rates already, so they have some SaaS service which you can call and understand how much it costs to ship. So this will be a place to actually integrate the project. So this is short update. I'm still working on that. I'm going to actually understand to the end first what will be the best design, then probably come up with good source selection interfaces, because what I will have eventually will depend a lot on where we will integrate those source selections. And later next week, I will have more information to share. So that's it from my side.
Okay. And on the next meeting, you have defined the interfaces and some example implementation, or only the diagrams.
Can you hear us?
Lars, something happened with your mic, I believe, because we are just hearing some noise.
It's not so
Was your
nice.
question? So can you repeat your question? Maybe I understood it correctly. On next meeting, will I have just interfaces or some implementation of those interfaces? Right.
Okay.
So my answer will be, I will probably have interfaces, and I will try to make some refactoring of the checkout process so that interfaces will be plugged in. But I'm not going to work right now on implementation of interfaces.
Okay.
So yeah, this is like kind of very important question, and we need to find a solution at least on the interface level and find the extension point, because there is no like a clear extension point where we can inject our logic during the checkout process, because for now like the stock deduction happens on some observers, and there is no precise point where we can inject the logic for choosing stocks. That's why we want to make a proof of concept that we can do it, and that we can do it in an official way, because potentially if we will make the source selection, which will take a lot of time, that will affect the performance of the checkout process. So both of these topics should be considered. That's why it's very important. So Lars, this question to you. Do you have any update? Did you have time to work on a ticket you assigned to yourself at the beginning of the week regarding?
Yes. I finished the.
Lars, maybe can you use just a built-in mic in a laptop or something, because it looks like we have a problem with your mic.
Test better?
Yeah, now it's much better.
Okay. Today I'm not in my place, and then it's not a problem. It's a problem. Okay. On my task, I finish one of them. It's possible now to use the country selection in the grid. I add this feature yesterday, and on tomorrow I will work on the filtering in the UI grid for the regions. I will add some filter to the regions if some country is selected, and then the regions are filtered by the given country. It's my task for tomorrow, and I hope I can finish this tomorrow, and then I will work next week, I think, also 8 hours on the multi-source inventory, and then I need some new task, I think.
Okay. So do you expect that you will finish your current task tomorrow and will provide it for the code review?
Yes.
Okay, cool. Okay. So, and maybe, a progress for Vadim, if you have any time to spend during this week for the multi-source inventory project.
Yes, he will join next week also for a contribution, and he tells me he would like work on some API part or like this, not UI part. He is more interested in some API or backend implementation with PHP and functional testing like this.
Okay, we have a task for that. And actually I can even share with this task, so Vadim can assign that for himself as well. So now I'm assigned to this task, but you can you can share it with Vadim. He will assign it as well, and we can collaborate together for this task implementation.
Yeah, okay. Then if I finish my task tomorrow, I will also work on this task in collaboration with Vadim, and then we must communicate. But I think it's a good way to work with two guys from Tech Division on this task, because then we can talk about this and can share.
Okay. Makes sense. Makes sense. Okay. So, do you have any open questions for us?
I write yesterday some questions about the SPI interface, but Valera tells me tomorrow at the morning some presentation, and yeah, now I understand why. And yeah.
Yeah, Valery shared with you the presentation I often conduct for the community developers regarding the difference of the SPI and API interfaces. So
Yeah.
if you have any particular question left after reading that presentation, you can ping me or Valery for additional question, and we will help you.
Okay.
Is there anything else?
Currently or not?
Okay. So I don't know. Do you actually know when Vadim could join development this weekend or later?
I'm not sure because of the current project, and
Okay, I got it. So you can actually just tell him that he could ping me anytime he has to join this task contribution, and we can work together.
yeah, I will tell him this, and if I start with the task 29, then I speak before with you, and then everything is fine.
Okay, cool. So looks like if there are no any other questions, we can finish our demo. So thank you everybody, and see you next week with the new updates. And don't hesitate to ping me, Valera, Eugen, or any of us who involved on the project. So thank you and have a good weekend.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.